Our next volcano makes us think differently about their power to change our planet. We're all familiar with the destructive force that volcanoes possess, but they're capable of far more than just wreaking havoc, and none more so than Kilauea in Hawaii. Hawaii. Tropical beaches, holiday paradise, and the world's most active volcano, Mount Kilauea. The main island is one of the great natural wonders of the world, and it's nothing but volcano. So just how did it get here? Hawaii sits on top of a hot spot, where the heat at the Earth's core rises up through the mantle as a plume of scorching rock. But it began life on the ocean bed. Then the volcano spewed forth lava into the cold sea. It cooled and solidified layer upon layer. Over millions of years, the volcano slowly built into an enormous underwater mountain, which eventually rose out of the ocean to become an island. And what an island Hawaii is! What you're looking at is just the tip of an enormous structure. If you were to measure Mount Kilauea from the seabed, then it would reach a height of over 18,000 feet, rivaling Mount Kilimanjaro. If it wasn't for the volcanoes producing lava from under the Earth's crust and building these islands, there wouldn't be a place called Hawaii at all. In fact, some of the most beautiful islands in the world wouldn't be here either. Mauritius, the Galapagos, and the Maldives would never have existed. But while most of the volcanoes on these islands have long been dormant, Mount Kilauea is still going strong. It may produce the greatest firework display on the planet, but Kilauea is relatively good-natured for a volcano. Rather than explosions that blow mountains apart, it spews lava in spectacular fiery fountains. So you get maximum effect, but minimum danger. Hawaii's volcanoes are still spewing out new material and making more land. There's a new island growing right now that's about 3,000 feet below the ocean's surface. If it keeps on growing at the present rate, it will emerge out of the sea in about 60,000 years' time. But fortunately, we don't have to wait that long to see such a magnificent event, thanks to volcano number 7. Aptly named after a Norse fire giant, this volcano is Surtsey. It erupted out of the chilly Icelandic waters in 1963. Iceland is famous for its icy wastelands and huge glaciers. It's also an area of intensive volcanic activity, earning it the name the Land of Fire and Ice. In some places, the plates that make up the Earth's crust move towards each other, but here the plates are moving apart, tearing open giant cracks and fissures. The most famous of these great splits is the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Iceland sits astride the ridge. It's been pulled apart at a rate of about an inch a year. Through the split, enormous amounts of magma rise up. But most of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge runs along the ocean floor. Here, there are thousands of volcanoes erupting on the seabed. But at great depths, the water pressure is so high that gas trapped in the lava can't expand explosively, so the volcanoes go unnoticed. But sometimes, just like Hawaii, they build up and break through the ocean surface. This dramatic moment of creation is just what the cameras caught in the winter of '63. This is a hydrovolcanic eruption. It produced an eruption column of steam and ash 4 miles high. The column could be seen in Reykjavik, 70 miles away. The new island's birth was accompanied by dramatic flashes of lightning. And when the show was over, where once there had only been ocean, appeared the tiny island of Surtsey. There's something really remarkable that volcanoes like Surtsey bring to mind. This steam on Etna is coming out of holes called fumaroles, which emit a noxious mix of sulphurous gas. Now, this might seem the last place that anything would want to live, but in the depths of the ocean floor, it's a very different story. Some underwater volcanoes produce black sulphurous clouds of steam. At depths of around 1.5 miles and temperatures of 350 degrees C, these are black smokers. Black smokers provide a unique home for extraordinary creatures, from small blind crabs to tube worms 11 feet long. These weird animals are living off bacteria in these hot, hostile, sulphurous waters. Such bacteria are now thought to be the first living organisms on the planet. And thus it could be that the very earliest forms of life on Earth may have started out in these volcanoes at the bottom of the ocean. So it seems that we don't just owe our atmosphere to volcanoes, but that they may be the source of life itself. But Iceland's volcanic past has one more curious twist. It provided the inspiration for the final part of Richard Wagner's opera The Ring Cycle, called Götterdämmerung, or Twilight of the Gods.